Brian Baumwart, veterinary cardiologist at Oklahoma State University's Veterinary Medical Hospital, leads the Pacemaker Posse. He is the one responsible for placing a pacemaker in 23 dogs over the last 2 years, helping them improve their quality of life and, in most cases, prolonging their life. In April 2016, 5 members of the Pacemaker Posse reunited at OSU's Center for Veterinary Health Sciences annual open house. Dr. Baumwart presented information to attendees about pacemakers and dogs, and Pacemaker Posse owners shared their stories.
About a year ago, I really noticed it. She'd be moving and then she'd just go down. And I thought, well, she's tired or whatever it might be. It just broke my heart. She bounced back up, but I just didn't know one of these days that she wouldn't get back up.
What they had, what is called sick sinus syndrome. So their sinus node is the normal pacemaker in the heart. And when that normal pacemaker stops, so we have 2 normal beats and then we have this long period without a heartbeat, they don't have normal blood flow to their brain and they pass out. We've had dogs that they'll pass out 20 or 30 times a day. And this is probably one of the most common reasons that dogs get pacemakers put in, sick sinus syndrome. And this happens in people as well. And this tends to be the same way in people as in dogs. It tends to be older pets and older people that tend to get this.
The decision of what to do. Her dog we've had's been a farm dog. Abby's not a farm dog. Abby's my child. Now the small town that I live in, Abby's the bionic dog. Everybody talks about, do you know that we've got a dog in poultry that has a pacemaker? The quality of life, she's out chasing squirrels out of the backyard. She's got a new lease on life. And I tell you, Brandy and Dr. D, they were just wonderful.
Gigi was a perfectly healthy, overactive dog. I had her a while. I won't even speculate as to what caused it, but she suddenly started, her health was failing. And she was losing weight. She couldn't keep food down. So her problem started with basically what we later found was mega esophagus. For those of you who don't know, no muscle in the esophagus, so she couldn't push and keep the food down. My veterinarian, before we realized that, was trying to determine what the problem was and did an exploratory surgery thinking she'd swallowed a toy or something like that. My veterinarian called and said, Gigi has died on the operating table twice. So I brought her back twice. She's not going to come back a 3rd time. So I was out walking my other dogs with my cell phone. She called and she said, I can't believe it, but Gigi is alive. She came back. She said, I don't think she's got any brain damage, but you've got to get her to an intensive care unit rapidly. Either it was somewhere in Edmond or OSU, and I go, well, OSU. They examined her, put an external pacemaker on her, was able to get her heart started, and then I got the news she needed a permanent pacemaker. And like the rest of you, like, I didn't know they did that. But we did, and then we had to deal, of course, with the mega esophagus, which she couldn't keep any weight on and was literally starving to death. She got down, she was a 6-pound dog. She was literally starving to death. And when I had her at a pacemaker checkup, this is before Dr. Lee got there, the cardiologist at that point had said, she's starving to death. And I said, well, can you put a feeding tube in a dog? She's got a feeding tube. That's why she wears a dress. Her first feeding tube was an external tube that the tube actually had to wrap around her little body. You had to kind of, you know, seal it down and whatever, and I put a dress on her. Now she's very uncomfortable without clothes. She's got a low port feeding tube. We're very grateful to OSU. We're grateful we live here in Stillwater because she's had to make several runs to the ICU, not because of the pacemaker. We have no problems there.
Another common condition is what's called AV block. So what we see is there's these little small beats right here that are not getting conducted through the heart. That's the sinus node trying to fire, but it's not getting through the normal conduction system. And then we've had these, there's a backup pacemaker that's firing at a very, very low rate. And so this doesn't allow them to have a normal blood flow, and they'll pass out because of this as well. And so this is what the device looks like, about the size of a silver dollar. This is the pacemaker itself. It has the computer and the battery inside of it, and then the lead plugs into the generator, and then this is the part of that's inside of the dog's heart. So the other nice thing about pacemakers, some people don't know this, is that to adjust those settings, we can do that with a computer. So this little wand right here talks to the pacemaker via kind of a Bluetooth technology, and we can actually interrogate it and look and see what things have happened over the period of time since we last saw them, like over the last 6 months. Were there periods of time that the pacemaker was having trouble? And we can do some tests with it, but we can also reset the heart rate to go at a little lower, a little higher if they're having trouble with it. So some people think we would have to pull it out and dial a knob, so this has made life a lot easier too.